Since I visited Tonghua in 1989, I got to know THL, which was a long time ago. THL is mainly used to prevent cancer recurrence and to treat patients with cancer recurrence. As a medical practitioner, I noticed that if patients with terminal stage of cancer or given up by hospital treatments use such herbal product without any effects, consequently I would not propose the idea of THL lab experiment, because there would be a problem. Many terminal stage cancer patients, based on my experience, who were sent to hospice care unit, came to us. Since I was not God, I could only do my best to help them. Results showed that some survived for quite a long time. Doctors were curious why he did not die. With accumulated clinical experiences, we still wanted to find out how this herbal product works. Therefore, we initiated a 5-year research project. Our research has been accepted by the American Journal of Chinese Medicine, even though the first paper faced many difficulties after submitting. We have conducted 10 research papers, because we experimented 2 diseases within 5 years, and we were able to discover 10 issues. We chose 15 human cancer cells. These 15 cancer cells were the important cells in Taiwan, such as nasopharyngeal carcinoma cells, lung cancer cells, and the cancer cells you could imagine. Such herbal mixture is very interesting. We diluted 100 times. 1% works the best. We used tunnel coloring on cancer cells. Apoptosis was very obvious. It was clear. We also discovered its molecular mechanism. 2 apoptosis mechanisms were understood, and submitted this research to International Medical Journal, which is ranked the first among this field. Cancer cells from all kinds of body organs, such as stomach cancer cell, prostate cancer cell, lung cancer cell, liver cancer cell, T lymphocyte cancer cell, breast cancer cell, were processed on the apoptosis effect experiment. There were 15 cancer cells in total. We chose 3 cancer cells: breast cancer cell, liver cancer cell, and colon cancer cell. We have high incidence of breast cancer and colon cancer. Liver cancer occurs highly in China. Therefore, we chose these 3 cancer cells and tried to find out whether THL can suppress them. Whether the growth of cancer was suppressed will be explained later on in our experiment on the effect of anti-proliferation. We discovered that THL successfully suppressed these 3 cancer cells and suppressed the growth or stopped the growth. Tumors have a few key characteristics. First, tumor cells will continue differentiating. Our normal cell does not differentiate, but tumor cells will not stop differentiating. Second characteristic is that tumor cells usually have a so-called anti-apoptotic mechanism. Simply speaking, if you were to treat such tumor cells with chemotherapy, after a while, chemotherapy usually becomes ineffective. Tumor cells can be identified by immune system. It is to say that tumor cell would try to avoid the detecting from immune system and the harm from it. We know that stem cell is of 1% of a tumor and 1% of cell culture. It remains at such small amount, it always proliferates. It strongly resists chemotherapy and radiation therapy, which means that treating stem cell with chemotherapy would not stop it from growing back. 2 knives. One knife is to kill cancer cell. Kill it and let it be dead. Another knife is the immune reaction, which is to stimulate the immune system to kill cancer cells. Most importantly, when I treated cancer cell, we induced apoptotic effect and regulated immunity in a great scale. We have 2 hands. One hand is to kill cancer cells directly, and the other to modulate immunity, which will create a stronger effect. We analyzed with tunnel to identify the apoptosis of cancer cells. These cells are cervical carcinoma cell, liver cancer cell, nasopharyngeal carcinoma cell, and colored with tunnel. If you did not understand this experiment, the green colored cells means cancer cells were apoptotic. This is breast duct cancer cell. THL was diluted to 1% and processed on it for 20 hours. You can see that the coloring was very clear. Cancer cells were apoptotic. That THL can kill tumor cell directly, can be identified with tunnel coloring. It would induce cancer cell apoptosis. Among cancer cells, cell nucleus were sliced piece by piece, which is the cancer cell apoptosis. However, when processing on human umbilical cells, it shows no harm.